Hello everybody, here I want to show the evolution of the logo Underwood on their typewriters. It's not a complete exposition, but in some parts could be interesting, I think. Let's start, okay? The Underwood Typewriter Company was an American manufacturer of typewriters. The original Underwood typewriter was invented by Frank Xaver Wagner, who showed it to the entrepreneur John Thomas Underwood, who recognized the importance of the machine. At the beginning of 1900, it seems Underwood didn't care so much about creating an Underwood logo. In this advertisement from 1900 to 1906, all the Underwood logos are different. It seems the focus was on the message than creating a recognizable logo. In the advertising header, there is always a slogan. The logo is at the bottom. On these advertisements, it states that this typewriter has the visible writing. Now it's normal, but it was a novelty at those times, since most of the typewriters wrote in the back of the roller, so you could not see what you wrote. If you had a typewriter permitting this, you better tell it in the advertisements. But if you see this Underwood logo on Underwood 5 of different periods, the logo is quite similar. There is this logo, UT. It means Underwood typewriters, and it remains the same for all that years. Also in the front of the typewriter, the logo is the same on these typewriters from 1912 to 1923. But in these advertisements of beginning of 1920s, the logo is still different. And also in this Underwood 4 Bank of 1925. In 1927, Underwood merged with Elliott Fisher to consolidate the presence on the market. You can see the logo of this particular typewriter for books. The name of the company became Underwood Elliott Fisher, which later became the Underwood Corporation. The Elliott Fisher Company had acquired the right to the Sandstrand adding machine in 1926, before merging with the Underwood Typewriter Company. Hence, the adding machines were renamed the Underwood Sandstrand. In the meantime, Underwood still used the UT logo on some catalog, like this from 1931. The logo Underwood typewriters is this. But in this letter of 1929 there is a much simpler logo. At the same time in Italy there is the Italian Underwood, but they use their own logo like this in 1929, or from this catalog of 1938, or this logo from 1950 to 1955. In 1942 there is this logo on a Underwood typewriter, and in 1953 there is this different logo. In 1959 Underwood was purchased by the Italian competitor Olivetti, which wanted to enter the American market. The good news is that from 1960s on, the graphic of the logo remained substantially unchanged. You can see this in this typewriter of 1962, in this electromechanical calculator from 1976, this typewriter of 1977, also on this typewriter from 1980. Also in the middle of 1980s the logo remained the same, mainly it's red. In 1985 Underwood sell also Olivetti cash register under his brand. In these years Underwood was considered a sub-brand of Olivetti, but it was from the 1960s that mainly Underwood only rebranded Olivetti typewriters. I think we could say that the glorious history of Underwood finished when they were acquired by Olivetti. Will never be forgotten the Underwood 5, the most successful typewriter of all times, with many millions of these sold in a time span from beginning of 1900 to 1930s. Have a nice day.